Hello everyone and welcome. I am Ved Sunil B. Rapolu and I am really glad you are here. Today we are diving into Agni, a digestive intensifier, a subject that is not only fascinating but also incredibly important for understanding about Ayurvedic perspective of digestive enzymes. Whether you are a beginner or just brushing off, by the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of Agni concept. So grab your notes, stay focused and let's get started. So first we see about the definition. अंगाति व्याप्नोति इति अग्नि अग्निरे शरीर पित्तांतर्गत कुपिता कुपित शुभाशुभानि करोति पंचभूतात्मेऽपि यत् तेजो गुणोदया त्यक्त द्रवत्वं पाकादि कर्मण अनल शब्दितम् बात सको अग्नि पित्तम च वायुरिति वचना समाने अवधूता अग्नि समाने अवधूता अग्नि उदयार पवनोद्वा पित्तमी द्विविधम सद्रव निद्रवं च यत् सद्रवं तत्शासनीयं यत् लंघनादिन क्षपितार्धवं निद्रवं तद्रुक्ष भवति. With the reference of all these dangers, the collective elaborative definition of Agni is as follows. Agni is the fundamental biological force of digestion, assimilation, and biological transformation of ingested food, which is present throughout the body in various forms such as Jataragni, Bhutagni, Dhatwagni, and so on, as internal Ushma of Pit. Vayu, being closely associated with Agni, plays a crucial role in activating and modulating it. When stimulated by Vayu, Pitta undergoes a shift from its Sadra form to Nidra form. That is a more active and dynamic state with losing liquidity. This transition reveals its inner Ushma, enabling it to carry out process of digestion, assimilation, and biological transformation effectively. Such characteristic digestive intensifier is termed as a Agni. It means that Pit is considered as a carrier or container of Agni, and Agni is a functional aspect, perform actions like digestion, assimilation, and biological transformation. Let's see the synonyms of Agni. Vaishwanar, Vahi, Dhananjay, Jatvedo, Pavak, Anal, Hiranyaretas, and Dan, as per the Amar Kosh. Now, what are the properties of Agni? Tej Rup Sparshvar means that Agni has the property of Rup, sight, vision, and Sparsh, that is a touch. Touch is a Ushma Sparsh. Along with this, it also possesses the Ruksha dry property, Utvagati upward movement, Prutakatu isolation, Samyog unification, Vibhag separation, Samskar transformation or processing, and so on. Now let us discuss about the what are the importance or functions of Agni. Agni, by dwelling inside the pitta in body, brings about the good or bad effects according to its normal or abnormal status, such as paktim, apaktim, digestion or indigestion, darshanam, adarsanam, vision or loss of vision, matra, amatra, usmata, normal or abnormal temperature, prakrut and vakrut one, normal or abnormal complexion, sorium, bayam, valor or fear, क्रोध हर्ष anger or joy moh prasad illusion or happiness. So these are the important functions of the pit as per its normal and abnormal status. Now uh, आयु वर्णो बलम श्वास उत्साह उपचय प्रभा ओजस तेजो अग्नि पराणा चोक्ता देहाग्नि हेतुका शांते अग्नि म्रियते युक्तम चिर जीव अनामया रोगिशाद विक्रे मूलम अग्नि तस्माद अग्नि उच्यते. It means that Deagni is responsible for longevity, complexion, strength, health, enthusiasm, growth, luster, ojas or vitality, normal body temperature, and various other form of Agni. When the Agni stops functioning, the individual dies. If the Agni functions normally, the individual can lead a healthy and long life. Similarly, if the Agni becomes abnormal, the individual suffers from various diseases, and hence the Agni is said to be the root cause of health and longevity. यदन्नं देदात्वात् ओज बलवर्णादि पोषकम तद अग्नि हेतुर आहारम apakvat arasata. It means that the food is the prime source for the growth and development of their dhatu, ojas, strength, complexion, and so on. Food does it so only in the presence of normally functioning Agni. In the absence of normally functioning Agni, the ras dhatus cannot be formed or nor nourished. So that is why it is said that roga sarvyapi mandagna. All diseases are caused due to the weakness of Agni. If it is Agni is normal, all the digestion, assimilation, biological transformation process are occur properly and proper rust can form and the all the dhatu can get nourishment through this process. If it is not well, so this process cannot be take place and the disease can occur and that lead to different type of the pathological subsequences. Thank you.